Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. This is Natasha from Crafting Extreme Love, and I'm really excited to be sharing with you all today my Q2 flip in my main planner, which is, well, for this part of the year, it was a mini happy sized planner. I no longer am using mini happy planner inserts, but this is the size. So you do have the discs here for the seven disc punch, and this is actually a personal sized ring planner that was D-ringed. So my dear friend Rachel, she gave me this planner, and you will see over here I did do this with this one too, where you remove the rings and you remove like the metal piece in the interior as well, and then you can put paper or vinyl, whatever you choose, or you can even just leave it as is. I do enjoy putting a piece of patterned paper right there to just add a little bit more of a decorative element, and I think it conceals those holes nicely. And so I do have a flip of my first quarter. It was actually the very first video that I put out, and I was a little unsure about coming back on here and sharing this type of video again, but I really enjoy watching other people's flip throughs, and I think that sometimes we get, I don't know, sometimes I think we like get a little distracted by all the other stuff, and I just, at the end of the day, really love to see the inside of people's planners. And I mentioned her a little while ago, but Rachel is doing a little mini series over on Instagram. I'll link her below, and she's going to be doing a Flip Through Friday mini series live through IGTV. So if you're interested in seeing any more flip throughs, I know there's plenty here on YouTube, but if you want a live format and something that's more of like a conversation and you can ask live questions, I definitely encourage you to go check that out. And two, if you're interested in sharing your planner or your journal, whatever it may be, I know that Rachel would love to have you. So definitely check out the link below, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I do have this deco. I'm just gonna set this up. I do not carry this particular planner with me. I do want to note that currently right now I am using a half letter size. I just moved recently and I'm still figuring it out, and I'll show a little bit about what I'm doing with this one in just a bit. But what I had been doing is, this is the planner that I was carrying around in my purse to the store, to work. It would travel everywhere with me. So because I do use mini discs, you cannot keep a whole year, especially with all the other stuff that I put in here. I can't use a whole year. So what I do is I carry a few months at a time, and then after those months have passed, I go ahead and transport it over to here. Now I will say I am going to run into an issue of these just being too small, so I may start like another one for like the second half of 2020. I do enjoy keeping my planners and looking back. I know some people throw them out, but I guess it's just another way I like to document my life. So we're gonna go ahead and start. This is the last bit of March and the first week of April, and I want to say this is where I left off last video. So this is actually really different than what I usually do. I really had a lot of fun creating this rainbow spread. Majority of these stickers are from Amy Tangerine, and I just really enjoyed the colorfulness of this spread. This was kind of right as we were getting really into the thick of the coronavirus, and I really felt like I needed something uplifting and to really focus on gratitude, and you'll see that reflected in just like the colors that I choose to go towards. And then certain things like this, like self-care, I really started tracking how I was taking care of myself during this time. This is one of my all-time favorite layouts that I made this year. This was using a Studio Calico stamp set. This is Studio Calico as well, and I just really love these hexagons. And then these here actually digital journaling cards from, I want to say it's their Studio Calico's Documenter kit, that I actually print out on sticker paper, and then I rip it to kind of give this washi effect, or I just cut it with scissors, you know, for a straight edge. Now you'll see I do have a few different types of inserts here. I was kind of playing around. These are definitely one of my favorites, but I did have this layout and I, you know, wanted to use them. I do like the functionality of this bit. This week, I had an idea and it just did not come out the way that I wanted, but it's okay. This is again playing with a lot of Studio Calico products. These ones actually come in their Traveler's Notebook kit, but I really enjoy using scrapbook supplies in my planner. This is another favorite of mine. I was definitely playing around with the stamping here and how I was going about labeling the week and adding some stamping here to add some just interest to the page without it taking away too much. And as you can see, like a whole lot going on, but it's okay. Here's another one. I had a really great time adding some watercolor this week. It was something I used to do quite a bit in my planner and I had stopped, and so I brought it back. I actually used some distressed oxide inks along with some watercolor, and I was really kind of playing off these old happy planner post-its that I had, that watercolor look. Definitely utilize half sheets quite a bit. Here is a layout using a lot of the Cocoa Daisy freebies for their April kit. I also just really love these bright, colorful flowers to really just brighten up everyday life in the times of the pandemic. This is one of my absolute favorites. I had a blast with this one. You know, I think that the layouts that you just kind of go, that, I don't know, like you start plonking stuff down and adding as the week goes. This is one of them. I actually didn't have a whole lot down at the first part of the week, but I just added different things on as the week went on. And once again, I went and used some stamps towards the end of the week to go ahead and kind of fill in some of this white space. I do appreciate like white space in planning. I don't need it all filled, but I do tend to like the look of a more full layout. And right now, with just our lives being very different, I am leaning towards using more bulkier and bigger decorative elements to kind of fill in those quieter spots. I had this idea of tracking my food. I was not very successful at all, but I had a good intention there. And then here I was gonna track how much water I drank, and it didn't happen. I really struggle with tracking what I eat. I don't really care for it, but I have been having some I'm gonna say food allergies recently. I'm trying to narrow it down. I'd love to know how you track this type of thing, if you do have any health issues, or you know, you're trying to identify maybe potential food allergies. This type of system is not working for me, so I'd love to know any ideas that you have. This is again a mix-up of different products. This is, oh gosh, I was wanting to hoard this sticker forever and ever, and I used it. Use up your stash. It looks much better and prettier here in your pages than it does just stored away in a bin or an envelope somewhere. So next up, we're getting into the last week of May. I really love how this came out. I love these warm colors. I never really thought I was an animal print person, but geez, I love how this turned out. And once again, kind of playing around with how I was dating the planner. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. This week I had used stickers, but I did show you earlier, yeah, when I was using stamps. This is how I was layering them when it was 2 digits versus the single digits. So this is just another idea. These are actually stickers that are designed for the Hobonichi, which I still use here. I'll use any type of size sticker. I don't discriminate. Now for this month, I did purchase the Cocoa Daisy kit for June, and I really enjoyed pairing it with the, let me see, the Year to Shine Happy Planner notebook. It just really, these rose gold, I don't know if that's gonna pick up on camera, just looks so beautiful with what we've got going on here, with those warm safari looking colors. Now I've got, for the month of June, I ordered a special insert from Lights Planner Action, and I was really wanting to check out her monthly layouts, and I thought that this was really going to help me just kind of organize some things, because at this point I did return to work. It was about the mid-May, and I felt like there was a bit more of adjusting, going back from working from home to going into the office every day. So I purchased this insert in hopes that it would help me out, and it did have like a task and habits section where you can set your goals and notes and to-dos and tracking. And I just, like I mentioned with the food, I really struggle with tracking, and I don't know why that is and how I can make it better, but I definitely do want to improve upon that. So how this layout worked out, and like I said, I thought it would be really great for me. Let's see, let's get this. Oh boy, that's better. Apologize for that. I thought this would really work for me. I do meal plan and meal prep every week, but you know, just, I don't know. I think I really prefer having a half sheet that lives inside the week or a separate column, because having something separate here, I don't know, my brain, it's really easy to just forget those things. I do have a process video of this up if you're interested. Once again, leaning on using some stamps to add some visual interest to my spreads. Now this one does come dated, as it was a whole set for June. And at first I used to use this all the time. And then this layout, excuse me. And then because I had switched over to this with the boxes, let me see if there's like a better one with the certain sections. I took a little bit more time trying to figure out how I wanted to still have, I guess, to mimic the boxes that I had been using those previous weeks. So I did use some big box stickers this week to try and create some focal points for to-dos, along with our like menu plan for the week. And I always do track my medication. So this is a look of what it completely looks like with that menu plan. The grocery list has this grid dot, which I really liked, and then the weekly overview. And then it goes into the full week spread. I do also have a process video on this one, A Plan With Me. This was my birthday week, and I really love how this came out. It was just a ton of fun. Once again, I'm using this main kind of section here for goals and to-dos, along with the menu plan and medication. Now it's funny, I am writing things to eat, but for whatever reason, they don't make it here. And then this week was kind of a wash. And at this point, I start really thinking that I don't know if this size and this system is good for me. And because I started doubting it, I will say that I stopped looking at it as much. And that's kind of led me to where I'm at right now. But I still enjoy looking back at these pages. And then, oh gosh, I love this one so much. This is where I'm gonna stop. This is, yeah, the last week of June here, really kind of like the first week. And I love how this one came out so much. I use so many different products, and I just love how it all came together. I love the colors. It's so much fun. It's functional, and it just really makes me happy. And sometimes, you know, with creative planning, I just really enjoy sometimes when I just go for it. I like pick one thing that just inspires me, and throughout the week I will just add, and I'll kind of plan as I go. I sometimes do a full spread, you know, like you've seen on these previous weeks, like this one, for example. But I also enjoy really just kind of like adding as the week goes. So this is where I'm gonna go ahead and stop for today. I hope you enjoyed this flip through of my Q2 planners. I'm gonna be sharing at the end, or let's see, for Q3, I'll come back and share that. If you have any questions for me, I would love to answer them. You can go ahead and put any questions you have for me in the comments below. I thinking if there's anything else to share. This one's still kind of set up from last month. I really like how this came out. This paper is just so gorgeous. Ugh. Could really nerd out about this stuff. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me today in this flip through, and I will catch you on my next video.